Because if World Mobile is getting into Korea, we obviously need to understand what that all means.
Yeah, to give a bit of perspective, South Korea does have 51 million people. What's fascinating is that more than half of them live in the Seoul metropolitan area. So Seoul and Incheon and Gyeonggi province area, that's where half the population is. It's one of the most densely populated urban regions in the world. And putting that into perspective for our global audience, that is still more than people living in New York metro area, which includes New York City, New Jersey, and Connecticut suburbs. And for our European audience, that's more than double the number of people living in London metro area, but the land mass is much smaller. So you can imagine the level of density, but it's also layered with skyscrapers, subways, hyper-connected infrastructure. It's basically a city that never sleeps.
But still 70%, I think, is
So
mountainous area, yeah?
Korea has very dynamic landscape. 70% of the country is covered by mountains. So even in the heart of cities like Seoul, you can find big and small mountains to hike and trek. This unique terrain creates both opportunities and challenges when it comes to deploying infrastructure, especially when you think about building mobile or mesh networks like air nodes. We're not just talking about like flat land, long roads. We're talking like valleys, ridges, dense city blocks, and old neighborhoods tightly packed together, which makes it a very interesting environment for any connectivity project.
A bit like Hong Kong. You still
Yeah.
have the mountain and those
Correct.
skyscrapers just
Sounds
hanging
similar
on it.
to Taiwan as well.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that while Korea is densely populated, we have the most 5G stations per population. So we do have good 5G coverage, which means that we have a very fast internet speed. People are connected everywhere. We have free Wi-Fi's available, which means that people are accessing fast internet, even like underground, in the subway, in the elevators, on trains. I think in Seoul metropolitan area, it's like a blanket coverage. When you go to those like high top mountains or rural areas, that's where there is less active connection.